Hi guys, today we're going to talk about triangle inequalities. Also lots of stars on this theorem because it's important. It's going to come up a whole bunch in geometry. What is a triangle inequality? Okay, so it says the sum of the lengths of any two sides of a triangle must be greater than the third side. Okay, so what does that mean in this triangle right here? If this is of length x and this is of length y and this is of length z, x plus y has to be more than z, x plus z has to be more than y, and y plus z has to be more than x. Okay? Now, here's the thing. You only really need to check one of those three things. Okay? If the two shortest sides add up to more than the longest side, then all the other ones are going to work automatically. Okay, now why is this true? Well, if you think about it, let's say that I had a triangle that had a side that was 1 mile long. Okay, and I had another side that was 1 inch long and another side that was 2 inches long. Okay, so that this plus this is less than that. Could you make a triangle out of that? And the answer is, of course you couldn't. There's no way that this plus this would reach far enough to make that. Okay? It must be true. So why is it true? It must be true so that the two smallest sides can reach over the longer side to form a triangle. Okay, now here's the thing that people get confused on all the time. All right, what if I said, hey, I've got a triangle that's 1 inch, and it's got another side of 2 inches, and the third side is 3 inches. Does that make a triangle? Well, okay, so you go 1 plus 2 equals 3. Oh, yeah, sure. No, not a triangle. Why is that? Well, because if you had 3 inches here, let's say that's 3 inches. 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inches. Okay, and then the second side was 1 inch, so that would take this. And the third side was 2 inches, that would take this. They would touch, but they would not be a triangle, it would be a flat line. So it's very important that it is more. It has to be more than the third side. Okay, it's got to be greater than. Yes, Luna the math cat agrees with me. She's saying it must be more than the longer side. Okay, so that's your triangle inequality theorem. Okay, side angle inequality conjecture. In a triangle, if one side is longer than another side, then the angle opposite the longer side is larger than the angle opposite the shorter side. Okay, so what this tells me is, let's say I've got this triangle here with sides 10, 28, and 36. Okay, what this is telling me is that the longest side will always be across from the longest angle, which makes sense because the more you open up an angle, the longer that other side on the opposite side gets, and the smaller you make that angle, the shorter it gets. Okay, so this is the biggest side. That's the biggest angle. Okay, this is the middle side. That's the middle angle. And this right here is the short side, so that's the short angle. Okay, so which angle is the largest? Angle A will be the largest angle. Okay, now it says if the measure of angle B is 32 degrees, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to write that in here. This is 32 degrees. What can you say about angle C? Well, I can say this. I don't know what it is because I don't know another angle, okay? But I can say this, angle C must be less than 32 degrees, okay? And you know what? It's going to be quite a bit less because this side's only 10 and this is 28. That's going to be a lot bigger than that angle right there. Okay, what can you say about the measure of angle A? Well, all I can say about the measure of angle A is that angle A is going to be greater than 32 degrees. Okay? So we can go smallest side, smallest angle. Okay? Largest side, largest angle. They're always across. And medium side means this is the medium angle. Now that also goes with an isosceles triangle, okay, where remember we said the base angles of an isosceles triangle were equal to each other. Okay, so if I got an isosceles triangle like this, that means that since these two sides are equal, these two angles have to be equal as well. Okay? All right. Let's talk about some different kinds of angles. So, what is an exterior angle? An exterior angle is an angle formed by extending one side of a polygon. Okay, so if I look up here in this picture, angle QST is an exterior angle. Okay, now be careful because sometimes people think that this is an exterior angle out here, and it isn't. That is not an exterior angle. There are two exterior angles drawn here. This would be an exterior angle, and this would be an exterior angle. But this is not an exterior angle because it does not share a side of the triangle. Okay, so watch out for that. All right, what is an adjacent interior angle? Well, the word adjacent means next to. Okay, so if this is my exterior angle right here, then my adjacent interior angle is that one right there. Okay, so an adjacent interior angle is an interior, let's not use interior in the definition. An angle inside the triangle, but next to an exterior angle. Okay, so there's my adjacent interior angle because it's next to the exterior angle. Now, the other two angles are called remote interior angles. This is a remote interior angle, and so is this one over here. Okay, so there are two remote interior angles. All right, so what's a remote interior angle? An angle inside the triangle that does not share a side with the exterior angle. Okay, so there will always be one interior angle and two remote interior angles. So remote means far away. Here's my exterior angle. These are the two angles far away from that. Okay, now if I put an exterior angle over here, this would no longer be a remote interior angle. It would be the adjacent interior angle. This would now be a remote interior angle, and this one would be too. Okay? All right, theorem. The measure of an exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the remote interior angles. Okay, so what we want to prove here, we've drawn triangle XYZ and we've extended one side so that we have an exterior angle, that's angle 2. We want to show that angle X plus angle Y is equal to angle 2. Okay, so here we go. We know that angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degrees because they are a linear pair. They form a line, they share a side. Okay? We also know, yes, I'm getting to that, that angle X plus angle Y plus angle 1 equals 180 degrees because of the triangle sum theorem. Okay? The three angles in a triangle always add up to 180 degrees. Okay, now, where am I going from here? Here's what we know. We've got angle 1 plus angle 2 is 180 degrees, and we've got X plus Y plus angle 1 equals 180 degrees. So that tells me that angle X plus angle Y plus angle 1 is equal to angle 1 plus angle 2 by transitive property. This is a really important property in geometry. Remember, it says if A equals B and B equals C, then A and C have to be equal. Okay, here we go. I've got an angle 1 and I got an angle 1 right here. You know what I can do? Uh-oh. I can oh, what did I do? I can subtract angle 1 from both sides, and I get angle X plus angle Y is equal to angle 2. That's the subtraction property of equality. Okay, so, oh, hey, that's what I wanted to prove. Look at that. X plus Y equals angle 2. X plus Y equals angle 2. So these two angles together will always add up to that one over there. Okay, if I were to extend this angle over here, this angle would equal this angle plus this angle. And if I were to extend this up here, this angle would equal these two angles added together. All right, we got a new theorem that we can use now. All right, here's a nice little assignment for you to do. Look forward to seeing you guys. Have a great evening.